Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Spiritcraft. In today's episode, we have a lot to get done, and I'm really excited to show you some of the progress that I've made so far. As you can see over here is part of the path that we've already created, and I have made a little diagonal bridge right over into this area. And I've made one more bridge over to where our city is going to be. I think this is turning out so amazing. I have been doing a little prototype over here, just testing it out and seeing how it would come out, and I've been working with the different color palettes, and I've picked out a color palette that I think is going to work well for all of my buildings over here. So let me show you a little color palette I put together. So over here, as you can see, I have a bunch of blocks just so that I knew what kind of blocks that I needed to collect off camera. And I'm using a lot of gray, brown, and a little bit of red, also some whites. And these are what I use for my path. And then this black roof I think looks really good. And just some fences, and this is a parquet that goes into the window sill, which looks really cool. And then the two lanterns I like to use. I've collected a bunch of this stuff off camera, and I had enough to try playing around with these two buildings. And let's just take a little look. So this one on the left is supposed to be a restaurant. So I took this random picture I found online just to see what it would look like if it had a sign. And I'm probably going to make my own sign. But that's just like a fill-in. So I think this looks really cute. We can come on in. I haven't done any interiors. So I think this will be like a really cute little restaurant type building. Very cute. And then over here is some apartment buildings. So I have 4 apartments. Here's one of them. They're all really tiny, and I kind of wanted them to be tiny so that I could try working in small, cozy spaces. And I also have a lot of vertical space I can play around with as well. So that's the first apartment. Here's the second apartment. This one has a little bit more space, and it has a balcony here with a view of the docks and the ocean. And it also has a balcony in the front as well. So this one's prime time real estate right here, right on the ocean. And then if we come over this direction, here's the third apartment. And I'm thinking of making little apartment signs, like maybe number like 3001, you know, like that's what the apartment is. Maybe I should make like a little apartment sign too, like saying what kind of development it is. So this is the third apartment. This one's got a pretty good floor plan, I would say, and just a little view of outside. And then we come over to our last apartment, number 4. And if we go inside here, this one has the smallest floor plan. It's very, very tiny in here, but it also has 2 balconies as well. They have, I think this is probably the best balcony out of all of them. And also this little balcony over on this side. Well, it looks like you can fall off this one. It'll be really fun to play with this small little apartment build. Let me pan around the buildings just so you can get a nice little view of what I've done to them. I've added some shutters, and these are the parquet things along the windows. And I've added the stairs over here to help frame and get rid of the blockiness of the square. And I've added the trapdoors and the buttons. And here's a little glimpse of the back. And right over here, I'm probably going to be building a little fire pit with some benches or chairs and maybe like a grill, like a little barbecue area. And I'm going to add in some boats. Over here, I might spruce up the docks a little bit more, and we will be having our lighthouse right here. I just haven't built it yet. I will build it in this episode. And I obviously still need to put all of the paths in all along here. And if you guys forgot, I'm using the white outlines to tell me I want to build housing, and the granite outlines are going to be shops. So in this episode, I'm going to be working on this town and getting it looking good. I'm also probably going to be building a windmill over in this area. And at the end of the episode, I might be working on some more mana and Artifice. Maybe we can tick off one of those hard goals to reach tier 4. So we have a lot to do in this episode, so let's get started. Alright everyone, I'm going to work on putting the paths in this area, and I think I'm going to build the lighthouse first and maybe do some light landscaping around here, and then we could probably also try building the windmill. So maybe I will time-lapse just this little building area and we can move on to building some of the other places in this little city. So I will cut to the time lapse and I will see you back when I'm done. Alright everyone, I have just finished doing a lot over in the area we were working on, and I'm really excited to show you. To be honest, I recorded these time lapses a day ago and I don't quite remember what I included and what I didn't include. So basically what I did is I built the windmill, I built the lighthouse, and I also built another housing building, and I'm really excited to show you because I've landscaped it all as well. And let's go check it out. So on the walk over, You can see my beautiful windmill. We're going across the diagonal bridge, and I think this is one of the most beautiful builds. I think it has to be one of my favorites I've done so far. I really love how the sunflowers are actually facing the correct way that the windmill is also facing. So if we continue, you can see the area is looking a little bit more built up over on this side. So those are the new housing units I built over there. And over here you can see the lighthouse I built. It's not my favorite build ever, but I think it looks good enough. I've never built something like this, so I think it was a good first attempt. So we continue on the path right through this area, and I've built this cute little waterfall, and the path will continue along this way. And I've also put in little mailboxes. I think they're really adorable. So you come along the path this way, and you can see the start of the new apartment building that I made. And we can come right along here, and you can see the way it looks. I've used a different color palette than the one over here. I've used acacia, which I don't normally use. I don't know if you noticed in the beginning of the time lapse of this, I started out using the cherry oak, which I thought was just a little too vibrant. So I went with the acacia logs because they have a little bit of a red tint, and that was what I was going for. So yeah, let's just do a little look around. I think it turned out really cute. I really wanted to experiment with different color palettes. In the back, I have a little fire pit. And let's go check out the insides. I have not decorated the insides yet, but I will in a later time. So we come into this unit. It's pretty small. I wanted them all to be small. And then we can come over to the next unit. And I did a little something different with this one and the one next to it. I have a little platform down here so we could go out into that fire pit I just showed you. So we can come back inside and onto the last unit in this building, and it's a pretty similar space, just not as tall. And I think these came out really cute. One thing that I need to add are the apartment numbers. So I'm going to hop into Photoshop real quick, and I'm going to make up some apartment numbers, and I will be back when I'm done with that. Okay, so I finished up in Photoshop, and as you can see right behind me, it looks so good. I'm so excited. Let's go take a closer look. So the apartment numbers I made, I wanted them to look like metal, so I used a gradient, and I gave it a small border to look like it was engraved out of metal, and I also put some metal nails on there to look like it was nailed right into the wood, and I gave the numbers kind of an elegant look, which I think these buildings look pretty modern, so I think it goes really well with the style that I'm going for. And I put one on each door. I'm surprised at how good these turned out, honestly. If you guys have any suggestions for what I should name this town, you should let me know in the comments below. I would really love to make a sign in Photoshop with the town's name and put it at the beginning of the bridge before you come in. Maybe like right over here or something. So if you have any suggestions for a town name, just let me know in the comments below. Also, if you have any suggestions for what kind of restaurant this should be right here, also leave that down below, because I would like to make a custom sign for this building as well. So the next thing I would like to do today is to work on one of these tasks in Mana and Artifice. I was thinking of maybe working on going 10k blocks away from world spawn and maybe exploring some of the 42 biomes that I need to explore as well. Now, I'm not sure if this counts the BiomesOPlenty or the BYG biomes, or if it's just the vanilla biomes. If it's just the vanilla biomes, it might take me quite a while to find all of them. I think it's going to be a nice change of pace from the building we've been doing this episode. So let's go pack up for our adventure. So I think I have everything that I need for the adventure. I might also bring a bed along with me to sleep during the nighttime. So let's head out. As you all know, I have the ability to fly, so I'm going to be flying for my adventure. It's just the most satisfying for me to do. And we can see our beautiful startings of our village. I think it looks really good for the first time I've ever done something like this. I have played Minecraft for several years, but I feel like my building skills have really taken off the past month of making these videos. I've been really trying and watching a lot of different people on YouTube create, and it's giving me a lot of motivation and inspiration. And I hope that I can do the same for you guys. So, as we can see, spawn is all the way down here, and I think if I travel north, which I haven't gone very far north, maybe I can hit that 10,000 blocks away goal. So we're just going to fly in this direction, see what we find. It looks like our first biome we found is the Autumn Valley biome, which I've seen before, and I think it's really cool with the pumpkins. And I'm specifically looking for waystones. I would love to collect a bunch of waystones, and I would like to have them all placed in all the villages that I have found on my map. And I even kind of want to build paths to each village I find, and maybe even build my own city in each biome. I really just want the whole world to feel alive, and I feel like it's going to take years to do that, but I can dream. And it looks like straight ahead we have our first village, and it's a perfect place to spend the night. So whenever I discover a village, I always, on my map, mark it a green marker so that I know where the village is, and I'll be able to easily locate them later. This biome is called an ancient forest. I'm not sure if I've explored this one before, but it has a bunch of green mushrooms. And it sounds really dangerous because, oh my god. Oh. What was that? What is that? Oh. Are these the assassins? Oh my god. They're so loud and terrifying. Oh, they hit hard. Okay. Oh. Okay. Oh gosh. Okay, so that absolutely terrified me, you guys. Right as I was in that forest, I was like, oh, it's really dangerous in here, and then that happens. Ah! It was so scary, and they broke my armor. It was also really cool because two villages spawned really close to each other. They're really not that far away. Oh look, a beautiful sunflower field. I really, really like the sunflower fields. It reminds me of my windmill area. This biome over here is called an orchard. I really like how they put little apples in the leaves here. Oh, you guys, I think I found a mushroom biome. I honestly never really find these. Maybe I can bring a mushroom back home with me. I think the mycelium in my texture pack looks really cool. I think this is probably one of the rarer biomes to find in vanilla. So hopefully it ticks that off in the mana and Artifice. Cute! Mushrooms! There's even this giant crater right here. This looks crazy. What is this? There's like 3 humongous cave holes. You know I have to go and peek. But I don't want to get lost in here. Why is this hole like this? This would be super fun to explore. But I'm not here for that. Oh, this is a really pretty landscape. It's still loading in, but I would totally build right here. I love the cliffs along the ocean. So as I'm flying, I might as well talk to you guys about something that's been on my mind. I've been kind of lonely playing Minecraft lately, and I'm really interested in... Pause for a second. There's a mine shaft here. This is so cool. I'm finding such cool stuff. But as I was saying, I'm thinking about starting a multiplayer server with this mod pack I made put onto the server. I don't know if any of you guys like the mods that I've been playing with or want to try them out yourselves. I am playing in 1.16.4, the newest version, and I'm thinking about making the multiplayer server to either make YouTube videos for or to just stream on Twitch. So I would like to have people join me who are also content creators so that we could help promote each other, or maybe even I could have some of my Twitch subs join in, or some of my followers too on here, just for fun. So if anyone's interested in that, feel free to join my Discord channel. I have it in the description below. Also, this village and biome is so pretty. What do you guys think of the amaranth fields? I would totally build here. So I feel like I've flown far enough. I swear that has to be, yeah, 10,000. I'm over 10,000 blocks away from spawn. So I'm going to travel and make my way back, maybe explore this section right here, and I will see you guys when I get home. On my way home, I found this rose field. This is really cool too. You guys, I've been flying all the way back home and I spotted these trees. They look really crazy. Let's go have a peek. It's almost like the leaves are glowing. It looks like it's some sort of enchanted forest. This looks pretty neat. On my way home, I found this other village. I think it looks really pretty tucked in right on this forage edge right here. What do you guys think? And just like that, we're back home. I can't wait till the rest of this city is built. It's going to look so cool. So, the moment of truth. We definitely reached our goal, getting 10,000 blocks away from world spawn. That was really fun and not too hard, and I got to explore a lot of different biomes I really haven't seen yet, especially that weird mystic forest. And so I just found out in tier 3 I have some new rituals. I could actually chalk this out and use these 2 rituals to return home if I'm really far away, which is really cool. Alright, I think that this is a fine stopping point for today's episode. If you've enjoyed my content so far, feel free to boop that subscribe button and give the video a like. I hope you all have a mystical night and happy dreams.